YouTube, this is Denise from C's Art, and wow, I'm so excited. I spent a few hours today making alcohol ink sprays. I used my Caliart pens that were drying out. I just bought them like a month ago and they go really fast, but they're two-sided, and well, here's an example. This one is it's a blender pen. See that? So they have two sides, a thick side, a thin side, and then a center. And so what I did was I just took them all and I, you know how you do that. If you need a link in the description box, I'll show you. And I have 42, and 6 of them are from Sharpies that I recycled as well. I know you should probably wait at least 24 hours, but you know, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I just worked really hard on this. I want to use them. So because I always do conceptual pieces and I'm just trying to get to a certain point in my learning experience, let's have some fun. Why not? For sure. Okay, so they're quite vibrant. They're even less than 24 hours. They're quite deep and they're quite rich, and they all have unique names. And my Sharpie ones are down here in the front, a Sharpie green, and I marked them as for Sharpie. You know, I'm going to be buying a huge collection of Sharpies tomorrow, and hopefully having them overnighted without too much of a cost. Because I want to make these little squirt bottles with the Sharpies. The Sharpies are fantastic. They're so bold. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have all these Caliart pens, and I have everything. Let's go down. Let's go down and have some fun. All right. So I got everything leveled out. This desk that I made years and years and years ago is huge. It's about it's a good 12 feet. No, maybe 10 feet long. It's made out of hardwood, hard oak, iron oak or whatever. But it's perfectly level. But all the stuff that I have underneath this is not. So I take rubber bands or tape, and I use my sticks, and I have them perfectly placed. And it's always good to have your stuff level. This way it's not rolling all over the place. And this is a perfect leveler. I love it because it tells me in all directions where I'm going and where I need to shove stuff. So we're level and we can play. I think what I want to do, and I've covered my keyboard this time because my keyboard, bless its heart, is so many different sprays of colors. And the last time I tried to wash it, I was able to shut down my computer without being able to put it back on for quite a while, and you know that's when you go like this. So I'm not going to do that again. No, we're gonna do this proper. So let's get going. I want to do like a sky thing. Oh wait! Also, what we're going to experiment with today, which is really cool, is I have these water pens, and oops. Okay, so when I began my exploration into art, the very first thing I did, and this is less than 5 months ago, was I went and bought Aztec watercolor pens, and they're actually watercolor brushes, and I have a ton of them. Unfortunately, I've never really used them, but I may in the future. But they came with these different size brushes for you to add water to. So instead of water, what I did was I added my favorite colors to draw trees. So I have a thick, a medium, and a very thin. So thick, medium, very thin. And I filled them with the colors that I like to use. This would be a yellow, moss green, and terracotta. So we're going to try to use these today too and see what that does. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I love trying, so who knows? Who cares? All right, so I'm going to go with I'm going to go with some sky colors here. This is a very thin Sharpie blue, and we're going to go ahead and just load that down here on the page. Oh, isn't that pretty? And in the blue section, this is a Caliart Brilliant Blue. Not much of a difference from the Sharpie, that's for sure. Yeah, I could have had these pulled out, I'm sorry. Because I want to go for some kind of a sunset-y thing, let's go with Old Red, is what the Caliart name was. And I gotta tell you folks, I bought Caliart 2 months apart. In 1 month, all the names of the same colors were different than the names of the colors that I got this time. So, sea green is actually the moss green that I got with the first batch, which is crazy. You know, I had to kind of figure that one out. Ooh. I like it. Let's put a little yellow. Yellow is it needs either more time to sit or it's just going to be this color, which is fine by me too. We're going to work on the bottom now. A little bit of, it's called mint green. I don't know what that means. We'll see when we put it on there. It's green. Oh, emerald green, which I believe is going to be the pine green in the old Caliart. Yeah, that's their pine green. And let's toss a little violet. It's called Deep Violet. Looks really, really good. Considering I just made it about an hour and a half ago. But we're going to toss a little bit of that up there. And just to kind of break this up, I'm going to throw in, this is Pinata White from Jacquard's White. Good thing I covered my keyboard because, pooh, it's totally getting lambasted. This is Argyle, and I put it down and it was almost like a, I don't know, like an orange or something. I don't know. Oh, no, it's pink. Oh, well, let's hit that up with some turquoise, and I know what that looks like. It's a really pretty color. I'm going to go back into the sky with some Brilliant Blue by Caliart pen. Brilliant Blue. It's pretty lame. Ooh, there's forest green. I'm going to leave that out for now. This is Caliart Sky Blue. Pretty light. It probably needs time to sit. Boop. Yellow ochre. I'm going to put this here at the bottom. And boop. Oh, let's try this bitterwood. See what that does, huh? Interesting. So we got all these colors. That's a beautiful sky. I'd like a little more blue in there and some white, so I might force that on there. Ooh, there's a cloud. Look at that. Woo! We can put the sun in there later. That would be awesome. I'd like some deeper browns in here, but I'm not sure that these sprays are ready for that. But that's okay, because it looks like we have a semblance of some rocks going on over here, which I really like, and then a semblance of some rocks over here, which I really, really like. And let's try those funky pens that I made. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's try it anyway. I'm gonna go with the, this is the dark gray, which makes a really cool, I don't know if this is gonna work, guys. We're just gonna do it. Very interesting. It's definitely a pen or a brush. It's a brush for sure. I have to add a little bit of pressure, which I'm not used to get the more of that ink to flow, but I think I could get the hang of this. Let's squirt it down here. There we go. Oh, it's a beautiful tree. Just a giant living in the forest, right? Huh. Oh, she's so pretty. I like the effects that the pen is giving. I'm very, very happy with the pen. Alright guys, definitely going to order myself a bunch of these from Aztec. You can get a 6-pack, I think, for under $10. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. I'll have to look it up. But I can put my colors in here and paint with them without having to dip. And it's got the brush. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go with a finer one now. See what that one does. The tiniest one I have, I think, is green. Is in the moss green. So this, I don't know. I'm gonna start down here. Just give it a squirt. Get it going. Of course, you know we're going to pick up colors from underneath, but that's okay. Oh, I'm loving this, guys. Let's pour some more in there. Oh, wow. This is gorgeous. This is really, really pretty. These are inks that Caliart inks that we made, and or I made, and we're testing. We're just testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. I love this green in here. I'm going to put a little bit down here and then take it up again. Let it mingle with all the other beautiful colors. Kind of creating an illusion of multiple things going on. I really, really like that. That'll do ya. Oh, this is so nice. You're not re-dipping into your palette. You are literally controlling the ink from your pen, which is frickin' amazing. And I said frickin'. It's kind of cool. Let's see what the other color does. Although I really love this green, let's we just add a little bit more right here. Oh, that's amazing. I'm really, really pleased. So we're exploring this together, and this is a great tool that we can utilize, right? I mean, wow. It totally opens up a plethora of creativity without having to stop and reload your brush. Oh, I'm amored. Look at that. That's just beautiful. I love it. Okay, so that's a pretty cool tree. Let's see what. Oh, guys, give me 30 seconds. I gotta cover up that cat's poo. It's in the next room and it's like wafting right in here. I'm out. Why can't you just cover this shit up? Huh? Cover it up? Oh my god. Alright. Alright, I hope you all had time to get some popcorn and stuff. That's just the nastiest smell. I have one cat that just doesn't want to cover it up. Okay, so this I believe is yellow and it's in a medium-sized brush. And I'm going to go ahead and start it right there with a drop. I think that's the way we should be doing this, is starting it with a drop. And put it right there. Wow. Alright, so this is a... I'm very happy with this, guys. What do you think? Let me know in your comments. Again, this is a brush that that we can load with our alcohol inks. Wow. And we don't have to keep loading it. We can just give it a little squeeze, and I'm sure that I'll get used to the pressure that I need to create the effect that I'm looking for eventually. Again, this is just a doodle. We're testing this out. I had a wonderful young lady at work who wanted to purchase my doodles, and I was like, I'd love to sell you my doodles, but they're just doodles, honey. They're not really, they're just doodles. I really like this, and you know what I wish I had right now? I wish I had like 50 of these in all these colors that I have right here, so that I could keep on going. This is awesome. Alright, so I wanted to kind of show you what I'm doing. Taking a tester here. Let's go back over with some of this this dark gray, just to kind of put the love back in there. Like, hey, I'm a tree. Wow. It's a beautiful, majestic. Just reaching up for the sky. Who are you? I don't know. I'm a tree. So much love to give too, right? Oh. It's a tiny dot. Oh, it's so nice. Right there. Who loves you? Everybody. You're the tree. Oh. See, what I wish I had is I wish I had this in all my colors so I could just start going. So let's go ahead and paint with a real brush. Yes. Let's pop some forest green down in my side palette. Of course, there's other colors in there, and that's the way I like it. Yeah, I don't adhere much to That's kind of cool. There is, oh my gosh. If I told you how much fun I was having, there are no words to express. There are absolutely no words that would express it proper. This is watching my funky imagination come to life is just incredible feeling. It really is. There's nothing I could do. So the reason why I continue to go over them is the first time that I lay them down, they kind of get relaxed, you know, they lose their definition. And so I like to go back over them to remind them that they're pretty and that their leaves are sharp and they need to continue to be sharp. You must be sharp. I really love this. So let's go ahead and define this guy a little bit more so I can show you what's going on, and I'll do that with some orange from Caliart pens number 1. I'm going to put that right in the same place. I had the forest green, which is gone now, but it'll work. I'm going to take a little bit off. So I'm going to get down and crazy with this for the rest of the evening, but I think the biggest thing I wanted to share with everybody here today was the 42 pen, the 42 inks that I made that created this piece today on Yopo paper, and how inexpensive it is for you to do the same. I think it's $23 now. It used to be $18, but for $23 for 48 pens, where 42 of them are viable, you have a plethora of ink to pull from. And try to get that up here so you can see some of the details. Kind of cool, right? And so I love spray, and that's why I utilize spray a lot in my work. It gives a very phantasmal, surreal background, but you kind of still get the gist of what's going on. And these guys over here are pretty cool too. I love the tree. The tree is awesome. And again, we painted this tree with these, which normally you would fill with water, but I chose to fill with my favorite colors to draw a tree. So don't be afraid to do that. We'll give it one more shot just so I can show you. I think over here could use a little bit of yellow, so I'm going to just kind of squirt down a tiny bit. So that's really cool. Okay. So I'm very excited. We tested out 2 things today. We tested out my homemade spray bottles. Yay! They're so cool. And these pens with my homemade Caliart inks. And I think the piece is really pretty. So you don't have to spend a ton of money to have fun and create really fun pieces with bright, vibrant colors and all sorts of stuff. So just go out there and do it. This is Denise from Seuss Art. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. Ciao bella.